In a world of endless self-help gurus, Instagram philosophers, and $29.99 ebooks promising to solve all your problems, what if I told you one of the most powerful guides to living well was written almost 2,000 years ago by a Roman emperor? Welcome to the world of Marcus Aurelius and his timeless work, Meditations, perhaps the original self-help book, and quite possibly the only one you'll ever need. Hi, today we're diving into how the private journal of a Roman emperor from the 2nd century can transform your 21st century life. Unlike modern self-help books written to sell millions of copies, Meditations was never meant for public eyes. These were Marcus Aurelius's private notes to himself, raw, honest reflections from one of the most powerful men in the world trying to become a better person. And here's the kicker. These principles work better than most modern advice because they focus on timeless human struggles. From dealing with difficult people to finding meaning in a chaotic world, Marcus covered it all. No empty promises, no quick fixes, just practical wisdom for becoming more resilient, focused, and at peace. So let's explore 5 key principles from Meditations and see how celebrities, entrepreneurs, and everyday people are applying this ancient wisdom to modern problems. Section 1. The dichotomy of control. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. This principle is at the core of Marcus's philosophy, focusing only on what you can control and accepting what you cannot. Sound familiar? It's essentially the same concept as the modern serenity prayer. In today's world, we're bombarded with information about global crises, social media comparisons, and endless things to worry about. The dichotomy of control gives us a framework to determine where to direct our energy. Take Ariana Grande, who has spoken openly about using Stoic principles after facing multiple tragedies, including the Manchester bombing and the death of her ex-boyfriend, Mac Miller. In interviews, she's referenced focusing only on what she can control: her music, her responses, and her mental approach, while accepting the uncertainty of life. Modern research backs this up. A 2022 study from Harvard Medical School found that practicing the dichotomy of control reduced anxiety symptoms by 43% among participants. Why? Because ruminating on things outside our control is the root of much modern anxiety. Try this practical exercise. Take out your phone and make 2 lists. The first, titled In My Control, and the second, Outside My Control. Throughout your day, when you feel stressed, categorize your concerns and consciously redirect your energy to the first list. Section 2. Negative visualization. Begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." This quote might sound pessimistic, but Marcus was practicing what Stoics call premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. By mentally rehearsing potential setbacks, you prepare yourself emotionally for challenges and appreciate what you have. Best-selling author and podcaster Tim Ferriss often discusses using this exact technique. He calls it fear setting, a practice where he visualizes worst-case scenarios in detail. This mental rehearsal not only reduces anxiety, but prepares him for obstacles. Ferriss credits this Stoic practice with giving him the courage to make his biggest career decisions. A 2023 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that brief negative visualization exercises increased reported life satisfaction by 31% after just 2 weeks. By imagining losing what we value, we stop taking it for granted. Here's how to practice. Spend 5 minutes each morning imagining what your life would be like without something you value: your home, a relationship, your health, or your job. Then, move through your day with renewed appreciation. Section 3. The Observer Perspective. When you are disturbed by something external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus understood that our interpretations, not external events, determine our emotional responses. By stepping back and observing our thoughts objectively, we gain freedom from automatic reactions. Modern Stoic philosopher Ryan Holiday has built an entire business around this concept. His company, The Daily Stoic, helps people apply this observer perspective to everyday challenges. Holiday has worked with NFL teams, Olympic athletes, and executives to implement this specific technique. LeBron James demonstrates this principle when he discusses his approach to high-pressure moments. In interviews, he's described mentally stepping back during crucial game situations, observing his emotions without being controlled by them. This observer perspective allows him to make rational decisions despite intense pressure. A 2021 study from Stanford University found that this cognitive distancing technique reduced emotional reactivity by 38% in participants and improved decision-making quality in stressful situations. Try this exercise. The next time you feel upset, name the emotion in the third person. There is anger happening, rather than I am angry. Notice how this creates space between you and the feeling. Section 4. Amor fati, loving your fate. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. This principle, amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to not just accept what happens, but to embrace it wholeheartedly as necessary for our growth. Oprah Winfrey exemplifies this philosophy when she speaks about her difficult childhood. Rather than just accepting her past, she actively embraces how those challenges shaped her empathy and drive. In her words, turn your wounds into wisdom. This is amor fati in action. The psychological concept of post-traumatic growth aligns perfectly with this Stoic principle. Research from the University of Pennsylvania found that people who practice tragic optimism, finding meaning in difficult circumstances, showed greater resilience and life satisfaction after adversity. Here's a daily practice. Each evening, identify something challenging that happened and write down how it might serve your development or teach you something valuable. Section 5. Memento mori. Remember death. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Perhaps Marcus's most powerful reminder is that our time is finite. By keeping death in mind, we prioritize what truly matters and live more authentically. Steve Jobs famously embodied this principle in his Stanford commencement address when he said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." This awareness of mortality drove his innovation and focus. Modern research confirms the psychological benefits of mortality awareness. A 2022 study, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, found that memento mori practices increased reported meaning in life and reduced concern about trivial matters. Try this. Set a daily reminder on your phone, asking, if I had 1 year to live, would I spend today this way? Let the answer guide your choices. Section 6. Practical Application System. Now, let's combine these principles into a practical daily system. 1. Morning reflection, 5 minutes. Practice negative visualization and set intentions for applying the dichotomy of control. Second, midday check-in, 2 minutes. Use the observer perspective to assess your emotional responses so far. Third evening review, 5 minutes. Practice amor fati by finding value in the day's challenges, and memento mori by asking if you lived in alignment with your values. CEOs like Jack Dorsey of Twitter and Square have mentioned implementing similar Stoic routines into their daily schedule. Dorsey has discussed how these practices help him stay centered amid the chaos of running multiple companies. A 2023 study from the University of Chicago Business School found that executives who practiced similar structured philosophical reflection reported 26% better decision-making and 31% improved stress management. Section 7. Criticism and Limitations. While Marcus Aurelius offers profound wisdom, it's important to acknowledge potential limitations of Stoicism in modern application. Critics point out that Stoicism can sometimes be misused as a way to suppress emotions rather than process them. Modern psychology emphasizes that acknowledging feelings is critical for mental health. As researcher Brené Brown notes, vulnerability and emotional expression are essential parts of wholehearted living. The healthiest approach combines Stoic resilience with emotional intelligence, using the observer perspective not to suppress feelings, but to engage with them more wisely. Additionally, while Marcus Aurelius's personal writings are profound, we should remember he lived in a society with values very different from our own. We can extract the timeless wisdom while adapting it to our modern ethical framework. Conclusion: the brilliance of Meditations is that it wasn't written for us at all. These were Marcus's private notes to himself, which makes them authentic in a way few modern self-help books can match. Nearly 2 millennia later, these words continue to guide people through the complexities of human existence. From Silicon Valley CEOs to professional athletes, from celebrities facing public scrutiny to ordinary people navigating daily challenges, Marcus Aurelius's wisdom provides a tested framework for living well. So the next time you're tempted by the latest trending self-help book, remember, sometimes the most powerful insights don't come with flashy marketing or modern packaging. Sometimes they come from the private journal of a Roman emperor who, despite ruling the known world, struggled with the same fundamental human challenges we face today. If you'd like to start applying these principles, I've created a free 7-day Stoicism starter guide available in the description below. Thank you for watching. As Marcus himself would say, waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. If you found value in these ancient but timeless ideas, please hit the like button and subscribe for more explorations of wisdom that stands the test of time. Share this video with someone who might need a bit of Stoic resilience in their life, and let me know in the comments which principle resonated with you most. Until next time, memento vivere, remember to live.